Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the 10 at 10 for April 24th of 2025.
Hey y'all, I'm Tim, that's my brother Matt. We're MrMaple.com. We add 10 new trees every single Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mr. Maple. There's actually 20 trees to get added each of those days, totaling 40 every week. That's crazy. If you want to figure out the secret 10 that are not in this video, sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com.
Some would say it's perfectly normal. It's okay. It's okay if you love trees, and if you love them enough, guys, come see us on Memorial Day. We're going to be having a huge Memorial Day open house. It's going to be May 26th. That's going to be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to have special guest Jim Putnam here doing a presentation from HortTube with Jim Putnam. So we're just pulling out all the stops. It's going to be an awesome day. A lot of cool plants. Trucks still arriving from Buckholz. All kinds of cool things here. If you came to our April open house, you're going to find a lot of new surprises here on Memorial Day.
Guys, let's get started on our 10 at 10. To start off, you know I love the color yellow. Here's your chance to add some yellow to your garden with Acer Pomatum and Irene.
This is a Sport Off Summer Gold with a ruffled edge, has great heat tolerance, and just an absolute beauty. I find this tree stays a little more narrow sometimes than Summer Gold, at least it has so far in my garden. Love it when it hits that fall color. Sometimes you'll even get some red and pink in that ruffled border. It's a cool plant because not only is it a variegated form of Summer Gold, but it changes the leaf shape quite a bit.
I mean, that ruffled edge is so nice. Give it some morning sun or full sun to really peak up those colors on that border in the early spring. But I mean, this is such a really cool selection with that more narrow habit, that good yellow color. I mean, this is an amazing sport. I mean, I've seen a few different sports on Summer Gold, and to me, so far,
Brian just found one last week.
I know,
here.
Brian just found one here the last week, but this one by so far has been the most stable and one of the most unique.
I love it, guys. Zones 5 through 9. Again, just a very great plant. Great for the container garden as well. Absolutely a showstopper. Easy to grow, and some good size 1 gallons right now. Some XLs. I think we're going to list these almost as regular size, but some big sizes in our 1 gallon and Irenes. All right, guys, next up we've got Acer Sabra Shirayu no Sume. This one is the Claw of the Dragon. Really cool foliage, guys. There's some huge sizes of these right now. These are definitely going to list as our XL 1 gallons. As many of these are huge out of this 1 gallon pot. They're just leafing out. I absolutely love the texture this one brings to the garden.
I mean, it's the closest thing we have to a lunar lobum in those Sabuldianums, and it does it in such a unique claw-like fashion. I mean, that name is perfect for this. I remember the first time I saw this tree, and it blew my mind because I hadn't seen anything else like this in Acer Sabuldianum. This thing gives some really nice yellows to oranges in the fall, though, too. So, I mean, it's a beautiful tree out there in the garden.
Yeah, I absolutely love this one. Really unique, guys. Each little leaf has that Claw of the Dragon-like hand to it. Very, very cool plant overall. And again, just excellent sizes going on these right now. Grab these before they end up in a 10 gallon next. All right, guys, here's another introduction by the guy that brought us Lillian's Jewel. Strawberry Fields is an introduction we named here at Mr. Maple, but it was a find by our friend Jonathan Savlich. Absolutely love this one. Irregular shape, upright. This one is one of those ones with a pink spring splash to it. Reticulated foliage, very unique.
Yeah, it's part of our Area 51 collection. I love this because it has just that sort of pinkish strawberry kind of color. The name Strawberry Fields, I think Matt and I were probably listening to some Beatles that day. You know, such a beautiful tree. Typically 6 to 8 foot with a semi-pendulous nature. These have some really nice shapes to them though that I haven't seen on many of them, and a lot for this gallon set. I mean, this would make a great container plant with such a unique sort of spreading out kind of shape.
If you can give this early morning sun with late day shade, you can get more of that strawberry pink peach color going on in early spring, and heavy shade that will green up a little bit. Absolutely phenomenal plant though. Fun to be adding to your collection. And I really like the unique leaf shape. Heavily Matsumuried out. Very, very dense and full. Strawberry Fields, grab you one today. All right, y'all, let's drop another fan favorite from Talon Buckholz. We're bringing back Acer Palmatum Mikuzuki.
Yeah, the name means crescent moon. In the fall, this uniquely eerie shaped leaf, you know, goes to this really nice yellow orange, which sort of reminds you of that moon kind of shape. But the reticulation on this, it's really spectacular, especially in this early spring where you're getting this pink purple with green veins.
I love this one. I like to push the light on this one as well. You can get some crazy, almost lavender colors and heavy sunlight. If you're giving it a little bit more shade, you're gonna get some more pink tips. Absolutely just incredible colors. A thinner leaf too for that reticulated foliage, so very unique, kind of elongated foliage there. Tends to be a great looking plant, guys. In the ground forest, typically about 6 to 8 foot in 10 years. I think an underrated introduction by Talon Buckholz for sure.
It's one that everyone goes crazy for, especially in this early spring time frame. It's very dynamic. It's very intense on its color. It's a super showy tree. After this pink color, you get a nice cream with good, strong green reticulation after that. I mean, it's a rock star each and every season.
You should get one for your garden. You probably won't hate it. All right, guys, let's bring back another fun one. This is a great introduction by our friend Neil Facillo. Guys, we got Aiyaki. Now, this is a lace leaf. I absolutely love the colors on this one. If you're pushing the light on this one, you can get some really nice shades of yellow. I would say maybe even more push in the yellow spectrum than something like lemon lime lace.
I mean, even before we bought Buck Holt's Nursery, we've been friends with Talon for years, and we'd send him trees, and he would send us trees. And I thought this was a new, neat introduction he needed to check out. He was sending me back this tree in fall color, and I was like, guys, this thing is pretty sharp. He actually started pushing this in production at the Buck Holt's farm because he loved it so much. Fall colors, you can get some really nice pink reds on this, and with that nice cascading green lace leaf, this tree is a rock star.
Yeah, typically 4 foot tall, 5 foot wide in a 10-year span. Get it in the ground, let it do its thing. If you can give it early morning sun, late day shade, I find that'll give you some of the best of those lime green pushing yellows. Often in the early spring, this will have a little bit of a purple border, which is really accentuated with that yellow eye to it. We've really loved it. We have a big one of these planted beside our office, and I think it gets a ton of comments from people about how beautiful this one's developed. And just a great plant, whether you're going to container or ground, a low growing lace leaf from Atlanta area, so pretty heat tolerant there as well. All in all, it's been a real winner for me. All right, Tim, what do we got next?
Guys, next up, it's gonna make Superman weak at the knees, and it might also you if you're a Japanese maple collector. We got Kryptonite.
Guys, Kryptonite, super fun one. Tim and I grew up big Superman fans. We're comic book fans. Had to have some Superman influence on this one. Absolutely an awesome plant. One of my favorite variegated macawas. You've probably heard us talk about this one a lot on our channel. This one's my favorite variegated macawa. I think it has the most refined variegation for a macawa type. Typically, this one's 3 to 4 feet tall, even in 10, 15 years. So a little slower growing than some of the others. Very nice variegation to it. Now, when it first leaves out, it's going to be kind of subtle. You'll see some variegation in there, but not a lot. Those secondary flushes after about 2 to 3 weeks of being a leaf, that's when you really see some amazing swirling.
I mean, that variegation, it's very much Manu no Sato on a macawa-like leaf, and it becomes more prominent as that summer goes on. And when it does during the summer, it's just a rock star. I mean, that elongated leaf, that margin style variegation with the swirling, it is next level. There's not another variegated Japanese maple like Kryptonite. It's really special. It's slow growing. It's in that macawa family collection. And one thing that also surprised me is the fall color typically tends to be a little bit lighter, and a little more yellows to light orange in the fall, which is different than many of the other macawa Yetsubusa variations.
I love it, guys. It's been pretty good in the sun. I've had mine in full sun. I've got one in shade. They've been growing pretty comparable. We're here in zone 6B, so if you're in a really hot zone, you may need to give this some protection. But I think it's going to do very well up to zone 8, I would speculate. Very similar to macawa there in its durability. I think you're going to absolutely love this one in the container garden or in the ground. It's really a showpiece for the planting. If you're into macawa types, Kryptonite is a can't miss. Really cool, unique new plant. Yeah, put it in the yellow sun of Earth, not the red sun of Krypton, and you'll have some good success with this. All right, guys, next up, we got another one I think is super underrated. We did a top 5 underrated. This one gets on my list for underrated. Oregon Sunset. Such a cool, unique shape. One you can definitely start to identify by the shape once you're familiar with this plant. It's a nice upright red that brings something totally different to the maple game.
What I love is that shape you're talking about. It's upright, but then the branches go up and out and continue to go up. So you get a unique structure out there in the garden. I haven't seen anything else quite like it. And shape-wise, it just makes this nice little plateau out there that I haven't seen on any other Japanese maple, let alone a red form that's just extremely beautiful.
Yeah, the canopy on this one tends to flatten out and spreading out at the top of it, but then upright to that point. So it's very unique in that. Amazing colors. Now it's going to be a maroon throughout most of the spring and summer, where the sunset actually comes into the fall. You get some incredible shades of orange mixed in with red. It's really a showstopper. I think this one's super underrated. Now, put this one in some sun, let it do its thing. It will green up midsummer, but I absolutely love the structure on this one. It's a mid-size upright that I think doesn't get enough love from Japanese maple collectors. Great size 3 gallons right now. Buck Holt's grown, Oregon Sunset, phenomenal looking plant.
And it has some great fall colors too. I mean, the fall colors can be some really nice shades of oranges to reds, kind of reminding you of an Oregon Sunset. You'll notice on older growth will look more like kind of like a blood good style foliage on the leaf, but new growth can look a little more elongated, almost something to the kin of like Kamagata, crazy looking on the very new growth on Oregon Sunset.
I can't say enough good things. It's super underrated. Try this one in your landscape. I think it would be fun as a bonsai. I think they're great container plants. Again, that structure to it is next level and super different. All right, we had Strawberry Field, so it's a great day to bring back Lillian's Jewel and some big 2 gallons. These are instant gratification 2-gallon sizes. Man, I imagine having these back when we first started listing these on eBay. Liners of this would sell back in the day on the Maple Mafia. We're talking 15 years ago for $250 a piece. So some amazing plants that we've kind of gotten more common in the trade. We've really pushed Lillian's Jewel out there, and it's something we tend to carry continuously now, even in larger sizes. So some of y'all waiting on those Kryptonites when they sell today, just watch Lillian's Jewel, because over time, we start to get lots of them, and they're awesome.
I mean, that's our goal, is to provide the really cool trees for you and get them in big enough numbers so you can have them in your garden. That's one of the things we've been able, one of our success stories is Lillian's Jewel. We got it out in the trade and it became more popular, and even other people started carrying it. It's just because they all loved this red on pink variegation. And this is a rock star out there in the garden. It's got that good upright form, but with a semi-pendulous nature to it. It's got some good red fall color, and it's fairly heat tolerant as well. I remember the original 2-gallon we purchased from Del Laux was smaller than this. And I know our friend Richard Bomar put this out in full sun in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and it thrived and did well for him down there, which, you know, that's probably a zone 7B, 8A kind of range. And it thrived and did well for him. So it's a fairly heat tolerant tree, especially for being variegated.
I love this one. It's one of the flashiest trees we do. That pink on red is super stunning. Great container plant. If you want some really pizzazz in your maple garden, Lillian's Jewel will bring it. It'll bring the high drama. Absolutely love the colors. If you're giving it more shade, it's going to be a little bit more pink and white and green. Give it a little bit more sunlight. If you give it early morning sun, late day shade, you'll really get more of that dynamic pink on red. Again, one of the absolute flashiest trees we grow. Now, as these age out, they do tend to round out a bit. So a 6-foot tall tree, not uncommon to be 4 to 5 foot wide. They get a little bit more of that teardrop type shape to them, a little denser and fuller, very multi-stemmed, and just an amazing variegated maple I think everybody should have in their collection. All right, Tim, what do we got next?
Guys, next up we got some 3 gallons of Acer Palmatum, Sengukaku, the coral bark Japanese maple.
Great sizes, instant gratification sizes. You know, these are gonna be a lush green in the spring and the summer, going to a golden yellow in the fall. But what really lights up the show is that winter display. These are gonna be coral barks with bright red stemming, giving you 4 seasons of interest on this Japanese maple. Now, these are gonna work zone 6 through zone 9. We list most of our Japanese maples down to zone 5. Coral barks we do list down to zone 6. Absolutely beautiful. They really bring it for that winter interest. Now, this one grows quickly too, typically over a foot of growth a year to around 15 foot in 15 years. Just an absolute showstopper of a plant. Very easy to grow. I do recommend make sure you have good drainage with Sengukaku.
And make sure you give it a little bit of sunlight to really pick up those bark interest. If you give it a backdrop, that helps it show off as well. You know, everyone knows the coral bark Japanese maple, especially in those winter months, because it's so bright and vibrant and adds so much to that winter landscape. But it was interesting when we did our walkthrough of Gibbs' garden in the fall, and Mr. Gibbs uses Sengukaku to add that yellow fall color around in the garden, which was really pretty spectacular. Check out our walkthrough of Gibbs' garden if you hadn't seen that. The Sengukakus, they're everywhere and they're beautiful.
Great looking sizes. Grab you a Sengukaku today. All right, guys, last but not least, we've got Acer Palmatum Spring Delight here. This one is absolutely immaculate. Good instant gratification sizes. These are shipping in our 10 gallons. They do ship without the pot, so be ready to pot this one up or go right to the ground with it. This one will have that bright purple border to it. Part of the Flora Wonder collection by Talon Buchholz. Really interesting spring border to these as well. You kind of get that Sumagaki-esque feel on a lace leaf.
Yeah, and that weeping habit, it gets a little bit wider than tall, typically getting 4 feet in height by about 6 foot in width in 10 years. Gives you some nice yellows and oranges in the fall. Selection by Talon Buchholz that just has that dynamic spring interest where it gets its name of Spring Delight. This is such a beautiful tree out there, just even midsummer. I mean, you just have that really nice arching out shape that makes it stand out from some of the selections like Waterfall and Veritas.
All right, guys, don't forget, we've got open house coming up on Memorial Day. It's going to be an awesome time. That's going to be May 26th. We're going to be here from 8 to 4. Special guest, Jim Putnam of HortTube. Don't miss out on that. It's going to be a special day to be here at Mr. Maple. Make plans to get out here. Memorial Day can be busy around Hendersonville, so make plans early. We hope you'll see us here on Memorial Day. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.